The game that I am talking about today is Dead by Daylight. Now, this game I actually just recently purchased. I picked it up for $20 now. They have a bunch of DLC. I didn't get every single DLC. I just got the main DLCs, which were $7 a piece for each DLC, which was the Halloween chapter, Spark of Madness, and also of Flesh and Mud. Now, these are the three main DLCs. Basically, all they are, they add another character for you to play, as well as a new map for you to play in as well. So it never really gets old. Now, let's get into the base purpose of the game. Okay, so the main purpose of the game is to survive or kill the survivors. What's nice about this game is it's a 4 against 1 game. You have one killer and you have 4 survivors. Now, the objective as the survivors is repair all 5 generators. Once you get all 5 generators working, then you can get to the exit door or there's an escape trap somewhere in the map. Your objective is to survive, basically get the hell out of there. So you have to repair all 5 generators, and once you do that, you can get out. Now, you also have a psychopath following you, and whatever it may be, it could be always different. It's the killer is also played by another player, and they can choose. If they have the Halloween chapter, they can play as Mike Myers. There's, I think, 5 or 6 different people you can play as trying to kill their survivors. And your objective as a survivor, once again, is to escape and obviously not get killed. Now, if you get hit once, you're limping. You're limping. You can be healed by a teammate. Now, if you get hit a second time while you're limping, you will go down. Then the killer is going to pick you up, bring you over to a hook, and hang you on a hook. And your survivor teammates still have a chance to save you at that point to pull you off the hook. So this game really promotes teamwork. You're not going to actually win a round as survivors without some kind of teamwork. Because the killer is always faster than you. And once they hit you once, odds are they're going to get you down. So it really promotes teamwork. Next, we'll go over to the killer side. Now, the nice thing about the killer side is each killer has a special ability. You know, one killer, you can cloak yourself for a certain portion of time, and so on and so forth. And, you know, it's pretty obvious what your objective is. Kill the survivors. And how you do that is you go after survivors. You hit them once, they're limping. You hit them again, they go down. You pick them up. You carry them over to a hook. You put them on a hook. Now, there's this weird entity thing that comes down that they have to try to fight off. If they're, I believe if they're already limping or already hurt and then get thrown on a hook, I think they're dead instantly. Just, yeah, done deal. Or it's the second time that you get thrown up there, you're dead. Now, the game will not start unless you have 4 survivors and 1 killer. You can ready up all you want with 1, 2, 3 survivors. You can all be readied up. Game will not start until you get a 4th survivor. Now, one issue that I have found with the game is not the game's issue. That would be people quitting. If they get downed once or if they get hung up, they get the hell out. They just disconnect and then they just continue on with another match or something, which kind of screws everybody over because you still have a chance to save them, and you want to save your surviving teammates because the more people you have alive and working on the generators, the better chance you have of getting everything done, all the objectives. So, yeah, one issue with the game is if people just disconnect and, disconnect from the game because they're doing bad or whatever, or the killer's better than them. They don't have any consequences, and I think the developers should be putting consequences in, because the little bit of time that I've had, holy shit, I actually put more time in it than I thought I did. I have 8 hours in of this game, and so that little bit of time, I have seen quite a few people just disconnect because they're doing bad. If I'm doing bad, I'm still going to play, because if you disconnect, you have a chance of screwing over your whole entire team. Just the last match that I played, which is a video that I'm actually going to be playing on this review, everyone disconnected. Every single one. Well, when we spawned in, we had 4. The second the game loaded up, 2 survivors disconnected. It was me and one other person, and they got downed once. They disconnected, and it was just me. Now, the nice thing about this community, which I don't know how big this particular community is, but the nice thing about this community is they're actually really cool people. So he or she, they realized I was screwed, okay? They knew it. There was no chance in hell 1 survivor versus 1 killer. It's not going to work. So they downed me. And when you're downed and you're a survivor being carried, you can wiggle trying to get down. So killer downed me, brought me over to the first generator. Let me just sit there so I can wiggle, break free, and just hung out while I got the generator working. Downed me again, picked me up, and carried me to the next generator because they walk faster, and she, killer knew exactly where they were. So got all that done. I got the last generator fixed. I went to go towards the exit. Downed me, picked me up, put me right at the escape hatch, let me drop right in. And right at the end, they even said, it wasn't fair. I wasn't going to screw you over. So far, my impression of the community overall is really good. Now, obviously, the people disconnecting, screw them people, but that's only a small majority. They're really cool people, just like every community, though. But the game overall, the visuals are really nice. As far as game-breaking bugs, I have not found any. I've dealt with very, very, very minor issues. When I'm running from a killer, I'll go to vault over something. Next thing I know, it feels like I teleported because I don't know what the hell just happened, and then I'm somewhere else. That happened to me twice in the 8 hours, and it's not like it teleported me across a map. I was in the same spot. It was just a network or a server glitch. I think it's peer-to-peer, which could be why, because the killer actually has to click create a lobby for survivors to go in. It's not full matchmaking in a sense in that way. So, and then if you go over to the visuals are really nice. The leveling up system I actually like as well. So instead of just, going in and that's it, done, don't get anything out of it, you can search crates and you can find medic kits to heal your surviving teammates faster, toolboxes to repair the generators a little bit faster, and you have the leveling system. So it's called blood points, and you get points for everything you do. And you start out at level 1, and once you unlock everything on level 1, you'll unlock level 2, 3, 4, and so forth. And you also have a perk system. From level 1 to 15, you can have 1 perk. Once you hit level 15, you can have 2, and then I assume maybe level 30 or something, you can have 3 or whatever. So it has a full-on leveling system. Now, all the characters are customizable, unlockable, different outfits, stuff like that. And overall, it's a really fun game. It's really intense too. Very highly recommend that you wear a headset or headphones, because this is a game that you have to hear. Just because you have to listen to a heartbeat. Basically, when a survivor is near you, you're going to hear a heartbeat, and it's going to get faster and faster the closer the killer is near you. Also, different killers have different tells that they're close to you. One of the killers, you'll hear a woman humming. When you hear that woman humming, you want to get the hell out of there, because that means they're close. Michael Myers, you'll hear the Halloween sound a lot of times, the theme song, so you want to get the hell out of Dodge when that happens. The one guy, he cloaks himself. When he cloaks or uncloaks, you'll hear a bell, a deep sounding bell. When you hear that, you want to get the hell out of Dodge. So, you know, everything has a tell, and everything has a strategy, which is really nice. And each character has different perks. It's not the same perk, and you level each character up individually. Your level is not your account level. Your level is with that character level. So I have a level 5 character, and then I have a level 3 character, and there's like 7 or 8 other characters that I haven't even touched. There's actually so much for you to do with so many different characters that you could be playing this game for so long. Now, the premise doesn't change. You are always repairing generators. You are always searching, you know, you can search crates, cleanse totems for points, and then getting the hell out of there. So it's not like the game premise changes, but the leveling system for each individual character, the leveling system for each individual killer, and so forth. I mean, there's so much in this game, to be honest. It's such a simple but in-depth game. And as you could tell through this review, you're already going to know I'm going to highly recommend it. I am obsessed with this game. I am loving every minute I play. It's such a treat to play. Minus the loading times. The loading times are horrendous. But other than the horrendous loading times, this game has been a treat to play. I am in love with this game. And at the time of writing this, or not writing, but saying this review, what is today? Today is Tuesday. So less than a week ago, the newest DLC is out, which is A Lullaby for the Dark. And that is a completely free DLC. That is awesome. So you meet the Huntress and David King. Enjoy the Red Forest. Thank you for all the players for making this game bloody and chaotic. So yeah, I mean, you have technically 4 full DLCs. You know, you have, like I said, A Flesh and Mud, which is $7 that I bought it for. Spark of Madness, $7 that I paid for. The Halloween chapter, $7 that I paid for. The price of the game, which was $20. And then you also have the A Lullaby for the Dark, and that is the free DLC that basically just comes with the game now. So I highly recommend it. I paid $41 for the 3 DLCs and the base game. So I paid $40, and like I said, it's a super fun game. I highly recommend it. Check it out. You can't go wrong with it. It's an amazing game. If you're a fan of horror games, this is definitely should be up there, because you do get some spooks, not from the scariness factor, but more of the adrenaline. You know, you're trying to hide from a killer, and you know, if you're wearing a headset and you got the sound up, you're just getting, you know, you're just embracing everything, and it gets chaotic, and it's fantastic for that. So yeah, that's it. I highly recommend it. Have a good one. Looks like you made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to throw a comment down below. And around my face will be some other videos you can watch. Have a good one.